What's happening, guys? Today I'm bringing some DayZ Standalone news that was just released yesterday, and it actually was in a sort of like an interview, more of like Rocket was at a I don't know if it was a convention or what it was. I have no idea what it was. I knew what it was when I was watching it, but I can't remember it right now. It was about a 40-minute gameplay. It wasn't like it was about 20-minute gameplay and then 20 more minutes of question and answers and Q&A they had at the end, and he showed a lot of the game off, some of the stuff that he was saying would be released in the alpha and wouldn't, and he actually did have a little release date of when the game would come out, which we'll get into later. It's sort of like, it's not a day. He didn't say the exact day it was going to be released or like what month, but he said how it was going to be released. So let's just get to that. I'll save to the released information till the end, but well, the most important thing he went over was he showed it off at E3, but the radios, he showed off some of the, I don't know if he showed this off at E3, but the custom radio station he showed off today, some of them he showed some of the radio stations off they had with the radio. He played some 80s music, which was pretty funny. He had it running around to some, like, I don't know, disco music or whatever. I have no idea what it was, sort of like that. And running around the town shooting zombies, which was pretty neat to see for the first time. Well, for me, I guess. I'll link the video. But he went on the show, say, now that in the game there's going to be many different types of antibiotics instead of one universal antibiotic, I guess. Which I guess, if you're a long-term survivor of the game, this will be sort of an issue. But if you're just like a normal person, you're alive for like an hour, I guess, which is the average survival time. Now, an hour and I think 9 minutes, but it won't be an issue. But he went on and there's this new thing. It's not done yet, but I personally don't like it. Instead of like meters on the side, it's like a little like HUD menu, I guess now, which I really don't like. Instead of like radars telling you how thirsty you are, it just says, which I really don't like personally, which I hope it changes. They said it was somehow going to indicate how thirsty you were by like actions your guys does or whatever. And well, and then another important little bit of information was when you're running, you're going to need to say what they're going to work. He said they're going to start working on it next week is an animation. So when you're running with your shoes will degrade, which you already knew from before. If you keep up on anything with the DayZ Standalone, the shoes will degrade. But if you run with no shoes on like gravel or like pavement, like the road down there, your guy will start to limp, which they don't have the animation in, but he said he's going to be doing some animations next week. They'll be starting, and yeah, your guy will just limp around. And he said the zombies, which we also knew before, another thing, they're not completely finished. They're about 0.5%. And some of the questions were, now say, one of the questions was about loot and how it's going to work. Say there's 100 night vision goggles on the main server or whatever that they'll be controlling. Say 100 people have night vision goggles that are spawned in throughout every server. None can spawn in. And say someone dies and the night vision goggles are either destroyed, which now everything sort of works as another thing that came out of this. Everything works as like a vehicle now. Everything has durability and damage. So say you get shot in the gun, it can break. So say there's 100 night vision goggles and someone dies and they get damaged or destroyed or just despawn, then somewhere night vision goggles can spawn in just for anyone to pick up. So that's how that's going to work. It's pretty sweet. So say there's like, I don't know if they're going to have this, but say there's one AS50 and someone gets it, then they'll have it forever until it either despawns. It'll be in that same server forever until it either despawns or someone else picks it up. So I found that pretty sweet. So like, I mean, it sort of makes sense. So like people can't, so there's not all AS50s on every single server for people just to camp out and have, which is actually a smart idea in my opinion. That sort of ties into what that person said is they're going to be what's the highest grade loot, and that's what he went on to say about those types of things. So I'm guessing there's going to be that kind of loot, which, I mean, it makes sense with all the military bases. That wouldn't make sense if there wasn't military loot in that, like AS-50s. I guess maybe just one, which that would actually be all right with me if there was one per like every however many thousand servers there is to play on. That'd just be fine with me. I think that's about all he said. And the release date, he said when they do announce it, which I'm guessing it's going to be at the end of this June, coming up this week, or maybe early July. He said it's going to be released in a 1 week, and they have a week picked out already when they're going to release it to the alpha, or release it to the public, the alpha to the public, which is really amazing. They said, so I guess everyone's going to be able to play it when it comes out, because he said they're needing, they just can't have any, they're at the point now where they have to have people tested now for everyone to be able to, for them to be able to think when everything's buggy, because they just had the same people testing it. So he said one thing that hinted it was now they're going to be able to have hundreds of thousands of people being able to test it. So I mean, I guess there's going to be no keys or anything. I guess everyone's just going to be able to play it, which is really nice. And I, for one, am going to be buying into it because I want to test it and bring coverage of it, or what my opinion on it and stuff. So that was some of the main things that went around, and he went about the antibiotics and some of the purifying. He says, say you're just a person that drinks soda forever, or cans of pop and Pepsi and Coke and stuff, you it won't turn out good for you in the long run. You'll be throwing up and stuff, but you have to stay on like I guess a regular diet and stuff. So I mean, that makes sense to the survival aspect of the game. So if you like this video, thanks for watching, and please leave a like so this video gets shared around so people know this information and can see the link to the other video to watch this, because this, in my opinion, is one of the most important pieces of gameplay and just question and answers for DayZ so far. And yeah, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for more DayZ news and information and gameplay of the standalone, because I'll be doing a Let's Play on that. I already have it planned with a couple of my friends. We'll be doing a very long Let's Play, and so maybe some, I don't know, funny videos with DayZ Standalone. So yeah, if you're into that kind of DayZ Let's Plays and stuff, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.